Italy through to the quarterfinals after a nail-biter against Austria. Absolutely cracker of a match. Had me on the edge of my seat. Let's take a look at that. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Pink Table. We're going to be taking a look at the game played by Italy last night against Austria in the round of 16. Italy narrowly coming out on tops in that game. The actual 90 minutes saw a 0-0 play out between the two teams. Italy managing to grab 2 goals in the first half of extra time. The second half of extra time was not all smiles, as Austria did manage to narrow the gap and make Italy sweat all the way until the last minute.
Yeah, it was it was a good game. Like, it was a very exciting game to watch. I think it was end-to-end stuff. The first half, I was very excited watching it. So it was entertaining. I think also I mentioned yesterday in the predictor, a lot of people thought this was going to be a walk in the park, but I feel that Austria was going to bring up the same issues that Australia brought Italy in the World Cup of 2006, where the only way we could break that deadlock there was a penalty, I think, by Totti in the last 5 minutes of the match, which with VAR in place today, we probably would have never got that penalty. So it probably would have gone to extra time anyway, and may have ended like this or may have not. We don't know. But similar type of game. I think it was good for Italy. I think it's a wake-up call. Now that we're in a knockout game, it's a very different game, very different attitude you have to bring to it. And I think Austria brought the right attitude. But I think it's good for Italy that we experience this, because I think it gives us a wake-up call. So that being said, Austria were really good. Italy did not play bad. If you look at the attempts of goal in the first half, it was positive. I think when Arnautovic scored and then VAR disallowed the goal, I think Italy kind of got scared, and this allowed Austria back in the game quite a lot. So the changes is what changed, funnily enough, this match. I think Mancini did the right changes, and yeah, I think bringing on Chiesa and Pessina was a great idea, because Barella and Berardi, for me, did not do it at all.
Yeah, very good summary of the game. Italy was very much in control for long periods of the first half. It looked like just a matter of time and a matter of Italy having to just figure out how to break down the Austrian defense. It didn't really start happening. Italy resulted to taking distance shots from distance. Ciro Immobile hitting the crossbar with an amazing effort in the first half. But you can see Italy was sort of trying to figure out how to break down the Austrian defense. They were sitting deep as a block unit. They weren't pressing the man at the edge of the box. So they were allowing that ability to shoot from distance. But unfortunately, this is not that Italian team of 20 years ago, where you've got De Rossi and Pirlo and 10 players who can shoot from distance. I think I agree 100% there that as soon as that Arnautovic goal was disallowed, Italy looked a bit shell-shocked and realized that there was a chance that we could go home here if we made a mistake. And that fear did allow Austria to get back in the game. I haven't been impressed with Italy's wingers this whole tournament. Chiesa has looked really good the few moments he's played. I don't know if it's worth starting him.
I don't think so. I think I like having Chiesa on the bench, because
I think he offers that spark when we do need it. But the problem is we are Immobile has played really well for a centre forward. But can you count on your hands the amount of times that Berardi and Insigne have made a difference this tournament? I think I can remember Insigne doing a little bit in our first game, but he could never really free up the shot.
Berardi against Switzerland was very good.
Yeah, well, he was good in the sense that he took on his man and he got the assist. But other than that, I don't think we've seen anything from Italy's wingers, and that's going to be a problem moving forward.
Well, I think Mancini's choice of wingers there is to bring balance to the team, which I think they do. I think they do balance the team. I think they defend and they attack as a unit, so that's really good. So I think that's why he likes starting with them. And then if we can break the game like that, good. If not, then let's bring in some stability by adding in Chiesa and so I think that's the game plan there, and I think it's good. Because listen, Berardi and Insigne, given the right game, if they're in the right mood, they're a good player, and they do require a lot of attention from the fullback. So,
I know a lot's obviously going to depend on the manner in which he recovers from his injury, but Italy with Zaniolo on the right would be a serious force in attack.
Well, hopefully we have Chiellini back for the next game, which is either going to be against Portugal or Belgium. I'm hoping it's Portugal, but in a way I'm hoping it's Portugal for Italy's sake, but in a way I'm hoping it's Belgium because I feel that Portugal don't deserve to be there. Well, I suppose they deserve to be there the same amount as what Switzerland and all of those ones are. So the third place team, I'm not a big fan of this third place qualifying. But yeah, with that being said, that's tonight. I hope Belgium can squeak one through, but then Italy, Belgium, I see that's going to be tough.
Yeah, I think in our season predictor, we even had Italy crushing out in the next round to Belgium. So
do we have Italy, Austria?
No, I don't think we saw us playing against Austria in the first round.
What we'll do is let's do an episode of catching up on the predictor actually within this round so we can see what's happening on each round.
Yeah, not a bad idea. But yeah, otherwise it was a really good game. Italy looked good. We looked a bit shaky at moments, but I think that is an inexperienced squad coming to terms with the fact that it's a knockout game and that they could be going home at one mistake. But overall, the team looked good. The defense looked solid. Donnarumma looked solid. The attack was trying, and the midfield was constantly working. So I don't think we can really ask for anything more. And as a Roma fan, Spinazzola was absolutely electric. He did some diagonali to catch the ball there in our own box a few times. That was just incredible. And he was a constant threat going forward. I think he was involved in the assist for the first goal. And out of our 4 games so far, he's been voted man of the match twice by UEFA. So Real Madrid and a couple of other teams are snooping around. Supposedly a 40 million euro offer has been made to Rome. I don't think Roma is going to be in the financial position to turn that down if the rumor is true. But finally, for the first time that we've had a good left back since Arisa, I think Roma would do really well to keep their hands on this one.
Yeah, I was going to say, who would you say was the best and the worst on the field yesterday?
It's going to be a bit harsh for me to say this because I don't think he did anything glaringly wrong. But then again, he didn't do anything glaringly right. And for me, that's going to make him the main sinner of this game. Is you can't have somebody of that caliber of Lorenzo Insigne who does not do anything for your match. So for me, he's the biggest weak spot in our team right now. I don't think the wingers are performing the way they should be. And the brightest spot on the team, I would have to say Leonardo Spinazzola, and that's going to come across as bias as a Roma fan, but he impressed me from the first minute to the last. Even in the first half, when Italy was struggling to break down the Austrian defense, he was the one who was making it all happen down the left.
Nice. Okay, so that wraps up yesterday's games. We have a few games also today. Also, just to add to the transfer market, it seems like Hakimi is moving over to PSG. He has his medicals tomorrow, so it looks like it's actually done. That's going to be 70 million euro. Also, to add to the 70 million euro, that's also not just 70 million euro to Inter because they actually still have to pay Real Madrid for Hakimi. So it's been like loaning a car and then having to pay it back. So for Hakimi, they have to give back 40 million plus bonuses. So we're looking not at a huge plus Valencia here, but I think they have to do that because they couldn't afford giving Real Madrid 40 plus bonuses. So that's probably the main reason Hakimi had to pack his bags. So yeah, so that's happening from Inter side. Let's see who they're going to be replacing him with. But yeah, they are doing an interesting transfer market anyway. So I think they'll still have a competitive side.
Yeah, so for more info on the knockout rounds of the Euro and transfer market news out of Italy, stay tuned with the Pink Table.